Yeah, go try to run a 5-minute mile for 4 or
26
5
miles.
miles.
Rob,
Yep.
I actually have a question.
Yes.
Okay, say when I race the Supercross main event, I average 195 for 20 minutes. There is no way in hell I'm going to run a 5K and I can average 195 heart rate. Why is that?
Because the heart rate is going to be dictated by the amount of load on the tissue. And there's no sport in the world that will drive the heart rate higher than a motorcycle, because you have 200 and some odd pounds of wet weight, you have the velocity, and you have what you're offsetting. So for example, if you go to the triathlon world, swim, bike, run, because running is so load bearing, it will always have a higher heart rate than cycling. Cycling will always have a higher heart rate than swimming because of the lack of impact. And so it's a very good observation on your behalf. When you run, you're just taking your body weight and it's absorbing, you're hitting the ground and your body's absorbing it. On the motorcycle, it's push, pull, G out, G force up, G out, down. And that's just going to drive the heart rate to its highest. And that's why when you're looking at your training, you don't want to take your max heart rate from just some random discipline. Your heart rate zones on the motorcycle need to be indigenous to the motorcycle. In any form of cross training, you need to be doing a max heart rate. Johnny is living this on our partnership on the triathlon side as he's training. Each discipline has its own heart rate zones. That's a huge mistake that people make. But yeah, it's a great question. That's why I always say people who ride moto, what they do for cross training, other people think is really serious. Think about the humor in that. Someone's like, "Oh, I did a 40-mile bike ride today." You're like, "I did that plus 320s. Good luck."
To
Go
put
ahead,
it
Johnny.
in
Sorry.
comparison, Logan, is like, okay, so you're averaging 195 racing your dirt bike, but if you were to try to do that on a rower or something, you would die, because the amount of effort to try to get there would be equivalent to you possibly trying to do like a 250 heart rate on the dirt bike kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like it wouldn't happen. It just won't happen. So that's where coach is saying is for riding dirt bikes, like if you're running or rowing or something, you can be rowing at like 110 heart rate, right? For dirt bikes, your low, almost even zone 1, zone 2 stuff is going to be 140, 150, which is comparing to running, that's like zone 3 and 4 kind of a thing. It's just totally different.
Well, you look at my client, Mike Witowski. He rides for Phoenix Honda in the GNCC side of things. Not only is he holding a heart rate, 185 to 190 for 3 hours, that's the average. He's also burning 11 to 1,300 calories per hour for 3 straight hours. Now, when you understand that your body can only consume 300 to 350 per hour, you see the gap? He's burning over 1,000 per hour. He can only consume 300 per hour. That's why you have to be so good at metabolizing body fat for fuel, because that gap has got to be met somewhere. That's what I love about the two-wheeled world. It's everything that we learn in physiology. It's everything that the endurance world lives on. But you guys, I mean, think about this, Logan. You go out for your bike ride. You've got a pair of shorts, and Johnny just debuted his new team jersey today. I love it. High five, knuckle punch on the team jersey. But you're wearing a set of material that's that material is what, maybe 2 millimeters thick, and it wicks away heat with no problem. Well, imagine when you're on a motorcycle, you've got a 600-degree bike. Every square centimeter of your skin is completely covered. So that means your ability to wick away heat is going to be negatively impacted. Then you put a helmet on top of as you know, you lose heat through your feet and your head. Well, you've got boots and you've got a helmet on. And then you put goggles. Every square centimeter of your face is being blocked, right? Then you jump on a hot bike, then you take your heart rate to 190 and you hold it for 22 minutes. I don't know why the sport's so difficult. Are you fucking kidding me? It's insane.